So if you're watching a lot of videos to learn all about working with eXp Realty, you're hearing about numbers and very specific, tangible benefits. You're hearing about things like revenue sharing. You hear about software. But there's this intangible thing, this feeling or this perk or benefit that I get, which is part of why I chose to go with eXp Realty, that I want to talk to you about all through this video. So it's time to do a little more of a personal dive in today as I talk all about the intangible thing that I get from working with eXp Realty. Hey everybody, it's your host here, Dave Baker, with the channel that teaches you all about what it's like to work with eXp Realty. Now, if you want to learn everything about this, then you know what you've got to do. All you have to do is tap that little subscribe button and of course click that little bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video all on this exciting topic. Now, if you are thinking about joining eXp Realty, don't do it quite yet. Make sure that first you reach out to me, okay? You can send me an email, you can send me a text message, you can give me a call on the phone, or of course you can click the link in the description to get on the calendar. Because joining eXp Realty isn't just about picking any random person to go with. It's about finding the right sponsor for you. And I want you to be part of my network. I want to talk to you about the benefits we have, about all the partners in my network, and all the things that we all bring to the table to help make your eXp experience better, but on top of that, to help you grow in the real estate industry. All right, now like I said, I want to talk to you in this video about something unique and something a little bit different that I got, which is part of why I joined eXp, because I heard this was available and it's really something that suits my personality. So as you know, if you're watching my videos, real estate is not the first industry I ever got into right when I got out of high school or got out of college. I have worked in different industries, and some of which, of course, are largely involve sales, and the processes from those industries are a little bit similar to real estate. And what I did is I took my experience from working in insurance, from working in the travel industry, two industries which have similar concepts to real estate, despite what a lot of people think. They're quite similar in the way things are distributed, the way you need support and things like that. I took those experiences, and when I got into real estate, I said to myself, okay, you've already done the go at it alone thing. I started my own businesses. I did not generally really work with anybody else at all to get started. I didn't have like a mentor. I didn't have guidance. I didn't have back office support. Yeah, that's the one that makes it a little tougher. So when I first started, I didn't have those things. Now, over time, and let me clarify. When I say go at it alone, I mean, I started everything by myself and I tried to wear many, many hats, right? I tried to do everything from the sales process to the lead generation to the paperwork. I'm sure you all love being trapped doing paperwork, right? I try to do all those things, right? The leads, the follow-ups, the sales, the closing, the back office processes, the administrative tasks, all the paperwork. And then over time, what I did is, I brought on people to help me. And I look back sometimes and think, what if I had just started by having people help me? Well, the problem is, of course, that when you're starting from scratch, if you're a new scratch agent, as people like to say, well, you might not have any kind of budget for that, right? You're working on a shoestring budget, or you're bootstrapping the business, as people say. So you don't have that opportunity. So something I learned over time was that you can outsource things, right? So this is the point where I want to dive into what I call the intangible thing that I get from working with eXp. And that is not feeling like I'm alone in my business. Okay, if you're an independent real estate agent, meaning that it's just you, or maybe it's you and a spouse, you and a partner, you and one other business associate or something like that, it's really your business, right? Even if you're working with eXp as your broker, or you've got people in my network, if you're working with me and you have those people there, you're really still running your own business, right? I mean, you're out there, you're getting leads, you're hustling, you're doing sales, you're doing all that stuff. But the thing is, it's nice to have some support, both literally and in the sense of having other people who want to help you. So when I started the other businesses, like I said, it was like alone, right? I started in my house. Eventually, I grew into having an office, which today it's a little different. It's a question of whether you need an office or not. But it would have been nice to have people supporting me. And so there are two things that I'm really getting from eXp that I think are incredibly useful. And I wish I had had when I was younger in my other businesses. It makes me think I could have taken those to like another level, because I could have started by focusing more on the sale. So much time is wasted doing things that are not sales related, right? Let's talk in the most basic form. Okay, sales generate revenue, right? The other things are expenses or investments, if you want to call them. And those things are taking away from sales. You're in the sales business, right? There's a good chance that your license says something like real estate sales professional or real estate sales agent, right? So sales. Okay, so we know about that. So what am I getting? So these two intangible things. Let's talk about number one. Number one is the feeling that I don't have to go at everything alone. It's the back office support. Now what I'm talking about in this case is the fact that eXp has something around 500 people working at the company at this time. And as they continue to grow, they continue to provide more support. They bring on more people. Now, do I have 500 people literally working for me? No. So in some sense, I'm able to outsource it, if you will. And I'm just outsourcing it to eXp, to the broker. I'm not literally outsourcing it to some random people who just do some work on an as-needed basis, who don't care about me. What I get from this eXp experience, from these people who have helped me, is that I feel like they do care about me, first of all. I feel like they're supportive. There's definitely a vibe I get, which I really appreciate. So I have all this support, right? And what am I talking about? Well, first of all, you've got a broker you can talk to with questions, who's generally available pretty quickly. It can vary by market, but you might have multiple brokers depending on where you're located in the country or in the world who can assist you with your questions. But what if something comes up at night, right? Because not all business is done just from 9 to 5. Well, you've got a night broker. But what about something comes up on the weekend? Well, you have a weekend broker to help support you. So if you have a question, you don't have to panic and say, oh no, it's Friday. Am I going to have to wait till Monday to talk to someone? I have a client who might want to close a deal and I need to talk to someone. Well, you've got that support. On top of that, in eXp world, right, that virtual world where you can go and meet with people and talk to them. Yes, you can actually talk to them. It's pretty awesome. Okay, it's not just typing. I know we live in this world where we just type everything these days, but you can actually talk to people. It's a really cool little experience I've had when I wanted to ask a question about a contract or something like that, or onboarding people. People actually speak to me. It's really cool. And then they can share files with me if I need, or documents. So I really love that. So what I'm getting there is even more than just the brokers to help me, right? There are other people in different departments at eXp World who can help you. So there's a human resources section where you have people there who are focused on that. You have a contracts team who can help you with contracts, with paperwork you might need, and they seem to have the answers, which is really helpful. Now, are they going to know every single thing all the time? Well, no, but they have the resources to go find the answer. Having run my own business in other industries, I can tell you that something that comes up is a lot of times, not only could I previously not get the answer on my own because it wasn't available to me, but the people I went to for support, they didn't even know where to go to get the answers. But at eXp, when I ask a question, someone might say, hold on a second, let me go dive into this and get that information for you. And for me, it makes me feel like they want to help me. And I want support. I want support. A lot of people work at home. You might work from a co-working office. You might sporadically just pop into a place where you go to work once a week. You might not have any people around you other than your own clients. And that's if you're actually, working with clients hands-on, maybe showing homes, or if you're a listing agent. But do you have people that are supporting you with the business side, right? And that is something I really wanted. This is part of that feeling, or the intangible thing, as I like to say, that I'm getting from eXp. And I really like this. Another thing you get is access to resources so you don't have to go find everything on your own. For example, eXp has the transaction coordinators you can work with. So if you're new in business, or you've left another brokerage, you're coming on board with me over here at eXp, well, the thing is, you might have to find a lot of your own services again. But with eXp, they've got either a directory they can help you with, or they have the services that they can just provide to you. For example, you might need to go out and find a new transaction coordinator. You can do that if you want to. You can try to find your own assistant. You can try to find someone that works on a per transaction basis. You could hire someone, or if you want, you can use the eXp transaction coordinators. This is great. I don't have to sit around and spend time searching for people to help me with different things. And even though I'm not necessarily hiring someone on full time, I still need assistance with the processes, right? So this is another thing that it's not something that you can touch, it's something that gives me a feeling of having a backup, right? Someone bolstering me in case I have a question, if I need help, and I really love that. So, okay, now there's a second part to this, which is number 2, and that is the feeling of community. You've got the eXp workspace, which is like a social media network for the people at eXp. Now, it's not just limited necessarily to your market either, right? It has people from all over the country and all over the world that you can speak to online with questions, right? Now, in this case, you're probably going to post a message. It looks like other social media platforms, which is really cool because it's easy to use. But what's the deal with this feeling of community? Again, like I said, I've already done the let's do everything by myself type of business, right? I've tried that, and like I said, eventually over time, I had to bring on people, etc. But what always got me was that there wasn't a place where I could ask somebody else in the business some questions, or just get an opinion, or just get a referral for something I need. Maybe it could be everything from camera equipment, right, to software, to just insights on how to do something. But with the eXp world or the workspaces, where I can go and I can ask people questions, and I actually get some pretty good responses, often speedy responses, which I can really appreciate, because a lot of us don't want to sit around and wait for an answer to a question. But I'm getting it from other people who are in the business, and it's not a competition. It's like we're all on a team. People want to help each other. I love it. I love it. It can be the smallest thing, from, hey, does someone know how to order the free business cards? I remember when I first signed up, I said, oh, I get free business cards. I get some folders, some printed material. This is great. But for some reason, I just couldn't find it right away. I mean, I could have clicked around a little more. But eventually I said, I'm slammed. Let me just ask somebody. And voila, a couple people respond. I got it done. It was great. You could have a more complex question, like, how do you talk to someone in this unique situation? Well, people can bring their experience, right? And they can share it with me. So even though if you're a new agent, or if you choose as a seasoned agent to have an eXp mentor, you can get more help than that. Of course, you've got that mentor, but there's just ongoing growth in your business and in your own personal development that might lead you to want to get some answers to some questions, which is totally logical, and it's great for personal growth. The more you learn, the more you know. I think that it can make you a better business person, better at sales, or better at whatever your role is in the process. Maybe you're an agent who brings in stuff to another agent, or you're working on lead generation for your agency, and you just want, again, some insights. And for me, that was crucial. So that is the intangible, immeasurable thing that I can tell you that I got from eXp that makes me so happy, that makes me feel like I'm not doing things alone. And at the same time, that I don't have to go out and hire a bunch of people or pay for a bunch of additional services where I need to go to get answers, right? Because how many services do you want to pay for? There are resource guides and there are different things that are available that I know people can buy. There are training courses that I've heard people talk about. And, you know, having that support from my community at eXp is what I was really looking for. And the beautiful part is that it's included. And that's what I love. If you want to learn more about joining eXp Realty, I want you to reach out to me. So you just heard me mention, by the way, paying for training courses, right? Well, one awesome thing when you come on board with my network at eXp, when you join my downline, is that you get access to some training courses from my upline, right? So not only if you join with me do you get access to me and my sales experience, but you get access to a lot of different things that my partner network brings to the table. One of those is some amazing training on social media marketing, on YouTube marketing, and those trainings are very valuable. They're valuable in two different ways. One, because they help you grow your business, and two, because they're generally very costly. But if you join with me, you do get access to those at no charge. Additionally, of course, we have some awesome people in the network. I'm talking about like one of the top agency owners in the country, sales coaches, and even more. So make sure you reach out to me, okay? I want you to send me an email. You can send me a text message. You can give me a call. And of course, as always, you can click the link in the description and get on my calendar. We can do a Zoom call together, a video chat. We can go over things together, talk about all the cool stuff that's available, and I can show you some stuff on the screen directly. But if you're ready to sign up, of course, the instructions on how to join my network are in the description below. All right, everybody, I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me once again. Take care.